Welcome friends. Welcome to Galgotia's University e-Content. My name is Apurva Shukla and I am Assistant Professor of Department of Mass Communication, and I am also Course Coordinator of Content Writing. So today in this particular lecture video, I would be discussing writing on blogs. So in this particular video, I would be discussing what is actually blog is, what is a blog post, common blog post formats, what makes a good blog post, and how to write a blog post. So in this particular lecture, student will able to know what is blog and its importance. He or she will also know how to write a blog post. So a blog is basically, it is an online journal or an informational website. Another name for blog is a web blog. It is informal diary style post. In 1994, when blogs began, a blog was more of a personal diary that people shared online. And in this online journal, you could talk about your daily life or share about things that you were doing. Then people saw an opportunity to communicate information in a new way online. There are many reasons to start a blog for personal use and only a handful of strong ones for business blogging. Blogging for business, projects, or anything else that might bring you money has a very straightforward purpose to rank your website higher in Google SERPs, or you can say to increase your visibility. So a blog post can be said as any type of information in the form of article, news, poem, etc., which is aided by images, videos, infographics, and interactive charts. A blog post typically covers a specific topic or query and it is an educational in nature, ranges from 600 to 2000 plus words. Blog post allows you and your business to publish insights, thoughts, and stories on your website about any topic. They can help you boost brand awareness, credibility, conversions, and revenue. Most importantly, they can help you drive traffic to your website. So nowadays, people and organizations of all walks of life manage blogs to share analysis, instruction, criticism, product information, industry findings, and much more. So there are few common blog posts like how to post. This is one of the common blog post format and it is arguably became one of the most popular format for B2B bloggers. And this is not surprising considering that they are great for two reasons. That inbound marketers hold the two reasons that they are fantastic for educational content, which is premise of inbound marketing content. They drive organic traffic from search engine as people search for tutorial type content. Then use a how to post format when you have information of an instructive nature they would like to impart with your audience. For example, how to create a blog. Some people use this type of title while writing a blog. So this type of title anyway containing in any blog is this how to post blog post format. And usually this kind of blog format is written in a listicle type of way. So the second one is what is post. This is another blog post format, and what post is the perfect format to introduce or explain a specific concept, highlighting what it is and why it's relevant to your readers. It is essentially serves to answer what is basically, and question posted by people who are looking for thorough explanation of the importance or relevance of the subject. When structuring a what blog post, it's best to keep in mind that you are the expert of the subject, not your reader. Next is why post. So whether it's current trend, new tool, or a general concept, the why post can be helpful to draw attention and significance of the topic at hand. Much like the what post, why post is inherently quite introductory in nature, but goes a step further to back up the importance of the subject by answering the why element of the argument. Why is this important to me? Why should I care? Why you should follow the same three simplified writing rules basically that I set out in the what post to create an outstanding why post. So the fourth thing is the list based post, so also known as listicle, a mashup of list article. The list post is another hugely popular blog format, perhaps even the most popular format of today. Why? Well, it is in a nutshell when we say that the formula just works. The list post typically includes a number of reasons, secrets, types, or ways of doing something, giving the reader a very specific promise of what is on offer. The heading is a dead giveaway that you are about to read a list post by the fact that they include a number. For example, 17 tips for kitchen or for tech savvy people is these types of headings actually are in examples of list based post. Now, the fifth one is a curated post. It is essentially a compilation of helpful resources about a certain topic or subject. It can be, but research can also be time consuming. The benefit of this blog format is that readers appreciate the fact that they can refer to a single post as opposed to scoring the internet and wasting their time. Curated posts are perfectly suited to posts that aggregate content such as statistics or industry examples, and also help to build trust with your readers by aligning yourself with popular industry, thought leaders, or various other topics. Now, the sixth one is the fun or culture post. The light-hearted post that is purely for entertainment purposes can be refreshing for your audience so long as you are careful to create content like this moderately. So the last one, the infographic post, is basically incredibly popular, and most especially among B2B marketers, as they can present a lot of information about their product and services, especially data or statistics. Now, this is one of the common blog structure which we use. Basically, we have a header, we have main content, a sidebar, and a footer. So this is one of the common pattern or a theme in our basic blog structure. You can use another one because various websites give you functions that you can change the blog structure as per your requirement. What makes a good blog post? A good blog post must be interesting and educational. It should provide content or information required by the readers. Apart from this, the blog should contain original content. If not, then it will be a question on the blogger's credibility. The content or information provided must be correct and well researched. So blogs should answer questions and help readers resolve a challenge they are experiencing. You have to do so in an interesting way. It's not just enough to answer someone's question. You also have to provide actionable steps while being engaging. For instance, your introduction should hook the reader and make them want to continue reading your post. Then use examples to keep your readers interested in what you have to say. Remember, a good blog post is interesting to read and provide educational content to audience member. So how to write a blog post? So basically here we have few steps one must follow while writing a blog post. You should understand your target audience, or you can say your readers, what they want. Then you should create your own blog domain. Customize your blog theme. It can actually make your blog interesting. Then identify your first blog post topic, which actually grabs readers. Come up with working title. Now working title is how to do, what to do. Is these types of titles actually works it, and these are the examples of working title. Then you should write an intro. You should organize your content in an outline. Then after reading, very important, you should proofread and edit your post. So this is one of the example of list-based blog post, like 17 blogging mistakes to avoid in 2021. So this is one of the example of list-based. You would be when you read this type of blog, you would be having 17 mistakes that are listed. So this is listicle type. Second is, this is an example of curated collection post, or 8 examples of evolution in action. So blogging can be used commercially and personally. One can do brand awareness or can be a thought leader, but for being a blogger, one should have a good vocabulary, writing skills, and of course some idea of blogging. So these are few references you can refer to for the further readings. We would be meeting again with another interesting topic. Thank you.